Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment. This is the former intellectual savior of the masses, Damian Sandow.
I am WWE superstar Cedric Alexander, and I would like to tell you all that you are watching the hottest E-Fed in the world today.
HKW.
HKW Wrestling.
HKW Wrestling. Wait, did I say the world? I meant the universe, the galaxy, the multiverse, the fabric of time itself. Check it out.
Viva la raza.
And as always, you're welcome.
And never look down. If the road wasn't rough, we might not have found it. The blood and some guts and thousands of hours. We operate now with nerves of steel. Keep a clean shot for that curve appeal. Swing chop when we work the field. Not gonna stop till we work a deal. Leave a lasting impression on who is the best, and it won't be a question. You will remember our name when you see it in lights. We are the champions. We are the champions. We will fight through the pain. We'll be legends tonight. We are the champions. We are the champions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Richard G. Mayer, and I am the one, the only, the stupendous Donald Cash, and welcome to New York for another edition of HKW's Friday Night Rampage. And Richard, what? You know who that is? That is the HKW World Heavyweight Champion, Michael Scars Minor. Yeah, I'm well aware of who it is, and I'm not even sure why he's out. He doesn't need a reason to be out here, Richard. He's the World Heavyweight Champion. He runs the show. He can walk around. He can do whatever he wants here. You show him the proper respect, Richard. Well, he's got a mic. Let's see what the champ has to say.
Well, it isn't these pathetic fans here at HKW Friday Night Rampage. Oh, you're shocked to see the man that defeated Michael James last pay-per-view, last Sunday, wasn't it? That I beat Michael James. First things first, Michael James, you're not popular no more. You think that you're going to become the champion? Well, guess what? I still have the championship around my waist. And second thing, Richard G. Mayer.
What?
I have something I need to say to you. Go ahead and stay sitting down. I have one thing to say to you. You suck.
What does this have to do with me?
Literally. Donald Cash can do a better... Where's the Scars Enterprise announce table? Where's the Scars Enterprises announce table?
He has wonderful ideas,
you could
Richard.
Have myself and Donald Cash as the commentator, and have you take the stupid night off, you stupid idiot.
It's a wonderful idea.
You see, now that I'm done with this Richard G. Mayer, also Donald Cash, my J.J. Dillon of the Scars Enterprise, thank you for supporting the Scars Enterprise. But now I want to get into something that's coming up very, very soon, and that is Michael Scars' first ever digital revolution. You see, the thing is, the Scars Enterprise is a whole lot better than the E-Fed Elite. E-Fed Elite was old, crumbling at its feet. The Scars Enterprises is the most dominant faction right now in Friday Night Rampage. Who cares about TWE and Corey Tombstone? I already beat his little pal, whoever the stupid idiot is. I beat him already for my title, and I retained. So I beat a TWE superstar. Who else we got? Blake Pierce, or Blake, whoever the hell his name is. I could take that TWE World Heavyweight Championship and call myself the HKW and TWE Friday Night World Heavyweight Champion, because I'm the best. The Scars Enterprises is the best.
Damn right he
guys
is.
like
Would you stop?
JMAX, one of the best top talents in HKW, a protege of mine. And then you got King Dominator, the best damn wrestler going around. Granted, he lost against Ian King. He will get his revenge at Digital Revolution. And then that surprise from CJ Mondo. I knew he was going to do the right thing. I know he's going to join us. He's going to join us, because what he did last Friday night was perfect. It was breathtaking. But now on to you, Outlaw. Mr. Tough Guy. Mr. Outlaw.
Mr. Loser.
What happened to the Brotherhood, huh? It's falling apart. All you have is one member left. Your other one took your head in, and you were gone. You see, Outlaw, at Digital Revolution, you will be facing the most dominant, the most brutal superstar here in HKW since KZW, Michael Scars. I will defend my HKW Friday Night Rampage World Heavyweight Championship in a match that you will never survive. And that is the last man standing match. That's right, Outlaw. You versus me at Digital Revolution 4 for my World's Heavyweight Championship in a last man standing. And the only thing I have to say before I go, because I got bigger, better things to do, is that, Outlaw, you're looking at the man that's going to be the last man standing while you're laying in a pool of your own blood. Because we are the Scars Enterprise. And we're more dominant than the wrestling gods themselves.
Well, big shut up, Richard. I told you, shut up. That is a man that the entire HKW nation, the entire world can be proud of. The World Heavyweight Champion, Michael Scars Minor.
Alright, we'll be right back. We are back and we are getting ready to go with our first contest. On his way down to the ring, representing DOA, he is Devastation.
Aren't you happy that you get to see one of your little TWE buddies out here, Richard?
What is... I'm so tired of this. I am not a TWE sympathizer.
Sure, Richard, sure. Whatever you say, wink, wink.
Nevertheless, Devastation here tonight. getting ready to go up against the newest recruit of Scars Enterprises, CJ Mundo.
And that means that Devastation has absolutely no chance of victory here tonight. This is the man who has improved the most in the last couple of weeks of anyone here in HKW, CJ Mundo.
Are you seriously saying that CJ Mundo has improved just because he's wearing a Scars Enterprises t-shirt?
Richard, it looks amazing on him. I mean, imagine how much better your commentary could be if you came out here wearing a Scars Enterprises t-shirt.
I don't think that has anything to do with my commentary.
I don't think that you think at all. But, exactly.
Alright, well, here we go with our opening contest. Devastation looking for a clothesline. CJ Mundo ducking underneath, catches the arm of Devastation in a big right hand into the gut of Devastation.
Can't be surprised by that, Richard. Can't be surprised at all. CJ Mundo, he's a wild man, and he is going to run wild all night here tonight on HKW's Friday Night Rampage over Devastation.
Well, that may be true, still to come later on tonight, of course. Mike James going to be going one-on-one with his former tag team partner, the Outlaw, Blake Buchanan, be facing off against Daniel Roberts before they meet up in that TWE Undisputed Championship match coming up in just 16 days, HKW's Digital Revolution 4.
And don't forget, JMAX going to be putting the HKW Chaos Championship on the line right here tonight. And you know why, Richard?
Why?
Because JMAX is a fighting champion. Okay. He's a deserving champion.
Yeah. Oh, cover here by Devastation. Well, CJ Mundo and a kick out by CJ
Nice job,
Mundo.
CJ.
CJ Mundo now, front face lock, clubbing blow to the back of the head of Devastation.
And what a kick, Richard. Look at that. Beautiful kick. Just the kind of kick that you get from a member of Scars Enterprises. You can't find that over in TWE, Richard.
Okay, sure.
Stop being a TWE sympathizer. Look at it. Devastation getting ripped apart by my close personal friend, CJ Mundo.
Weren't you, like, ragging on CJ Mundo just a couple days ago?
I don't know what you're talking about, Richard. CJ Mundo has always been talented, and now that he is a member of Scars Enterprises, you can be sure that he is going to go far.
Well, going far over the top rope right there. Devastation with a clothesline, sending CJ Mundo flying. Mundo back inside the ring, immediately caught.
Come on,
by
Mundo.
Devastation and brought down hard with a neck breaker.
He's okay. This Devastation, he shouldn't even be here, Richard. You know, I don't know who let him in the door.
What?
But someone needs to put a stop to this, and the only men who are capable of doing that are Scars Enterprises, Richard. As a matter of fact, you and every member of the HKW locker room should get in there that ring right now, and you should thank CJ Mundo for putting his body on the line here tonight to take it to TWE. He's winning this whole war for us, Richard.
What about Evan Jones? He's going to be taking on Corey Tombstone to try and get back the HKW Championship coming up at Digital Revolution. Daniel Roberts and Chris Chaos both taking on Blake Buchanan for the TWE Undisputed Championship. Despair going to be in a Broiler Room brawl against Dragon Queen.
Yeah, that's another thing, Richard. Why are we just going to give more title shots to these TWE invaders? Another stupid move by Despair. It's like they're just giving away the company. They're as terrible as you, Richard. The only ones that can be trusted, the only ones you can depend on are Scars Enterprises.
Well, crossface applied to CJ Mundo, reaching for the ropes. No, gonna roll through and able to get himself away from Devastation. Answers with a pair of stealth elbow shots into the face of Mundo, dropping Mundo down Gutbuster and Senton to follow it up.
Ref needs to do something about this. This is not fair to CJ Mundo. These blatant attacks to his midsection. You know, I heard earlier today he wasn't feeling so well, a little queasy. He had some bad burritos or something, and Devastation clearly trying to exploit that. Just tells you what kind of a monster Devastation is.
That may be the most ridiculous thing that you've ever said, and that's really saying something.
Richard, I can say whatever I want because I only speak the truth.
Devastation cracking the head of CJ Mundo across the ring post. Mundo may be seeing stars after that one.
The only stars that CJ Mundo is going to see are his friends and myself in Scars Enterprises. After this match, we're gonna all go back to the locker room and we're going to celebrate together.
Oh, good. You're gonna head back to the locker room as soon as this match is over? That's great news.
Don't worry, Richard. I'll be back out here by the end of the commercial break. I know that you can't do this job without me.
Devastation running over CJ Mundo.
Mundo can take it. This is a man that has been a chaos champion. He knows what it's like to be a champion. Devastation's not a champion, Richard. He's going to lose right here tonight to CJ Mundo. It's all over. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
It was one. It was only one.
I hate this referee.
Well, that's really just too bad. CJ Mundo making it back to his feet. Headbutt from Devastation and a clothesline, sending CJ Mundo hurtling over the top rope. Devastation giving chase to Mundo on the outside.
Why aren't you getting in there and trying to protect CJ Mundo? He's HKW, Richard. That's the side that you're supposed to be fighting out. Now do the right thing. Get in that ring and help CJ Mundo achieve a victory here tonight.
That, first of all, that'd be interference. That'd be cheating. That'd be a disqualification to get CJ Mundo. Well, you get in the ring if you're so keen on.
I would, Richard. I would. But I had these shin splints. I can't be getting into the ring. I would just be a detriment to HKW. It's much better if we send guys like you to go and take the blows so CJ Mundo and other members of Scars Enterprises can flourish, Richard. That's what we have to do. We have to make the hard decisions. This is war, Richard.
What? No. Okay. I've never heard of you having any health issues before. Devastation picking up CJ Mundo, cracking him hard across his shoulder.
I'm pretty sure that's an illegal gutbuster, Richard.
Move by Devastation. Here's the cover. One,
rep his feet.
Two,
his feet are on the rope.
Three, that's finished. Devastation.
Hey, he cheated.
Up the win.
Cheated,
here
Richard.
Tonight over CJ Mundo.
Yeah, but he cheated. This is just the kind of underhanded tactics that you have to expect out of TWE, not a good-hearted person like CJ Mundo. Richard, why are you allowing this to take place?
I had nothing to do with this. The referee was in the ring. The referee makes the call.
A referee that was paid off by Zelzbar. Am I right, Richard?
Well, I mean, he is wearing the Zelzbar face paint.
Exactly, Richard. This is all a giant screw job over Scars Enterprises.
Well, Devastation, congratulations to him, and we'll be right back.
Hey, kid. Give me your powder. And you want to know what I like? A little MDC toothpaste. Give yourself a $1 million clown smile. But don't take it from me. Take it from little Timmy. That's right. I love MDC. All little kids need a little bit of zeb in their mouth.
That clown creeps me out, Richard.
He may creep you out, but coming up at Digital Revolution 4, we're going to be seeing quite a bit more of the $1 Million Clown, because Zeb has been announced to be the host of HKW's Digital Revolution 4.
How is that even possible, Richard?
I'm pretty sure it's because he paid a lot of money.
Greedy people, Richard. Greedy people.
Your last name is Cash. He got the money because of you.
Richard, I don't want to talk about it. Look, we have another matchup getting ready to go inside the ring. HKW Tag Team Champions Rush and Riggins finally forced to pay for their crimes here tonight.
What do you mean pay for their crimes?
Richard, let's be real here. At HKW Wasteland, JD Rush, he crossed the bus, alright?
What?
Now, I don't have to like Corey Tombstone. As a matter of fact, I don't. But the fact of the matter is he's the general leading this army, and JD Rush was stupid enough to cross him. He was stupid enough to question the judgment.
He didn't. No. Oh, come on. No, look. He was in a match with Dragon Queen. I understand that he was frustrated, and I'm not even excusing the actions of JD Rush, but it was completely uncalled for, the attack on Rush by Corey Tombstone with that steel chair, and then the attacks that came afterwards on Rush, on Riggins.
That's right, Richard. Think about it. JD Rush, John Riggins, they would have never been here. They would have never even had a chance to win the HKW Tag Team Championships if it wasn't for Corey Tombstone. They should do the right thing. They should thank Corey Tombstone for the opportunity that he provided to them.
I'm pretty sure that Rush and Riggins won those tag team titles on their own.
That may be so, Richard, but how did they get here? How did they get inside the door? Once again, it is that man, the HKW champion, Corey Tombstone. You don't have to like it, but you do have to accept facts, Richard.
Human Death Machine, knife edge chop into the face of John Riggins. Riggins being backed up towards the corner, arm hooked by HDM, taking over with the vertical suplex.
It was a nice move, and now here comes Tyler Savage to pick up where... Oh, look at that. Nice drop toe hold by John Riggins. One half of the HKW Tag Team Champions. You see that, Richard? I can say a nice thing.
How is that nice? That's just like a fact.
And now a cover here by Riggins. 1, 2.
Oh!
Not gonna be quite enough.
But a close one. And Riggins bringing Savage back to his feet. Savage slipping out the back on Riggins. And small package here by Savage. 2. And again, another near fall. Back and forth here between Riggins and Rush. And this contingent from TWE.
And Richard, you know how we got this match, right? It's all because of that clown, that $1 million clown seems to be getting his way wherever he wants it, Richard.
Well, you know, when you have a lot of money and you're throwing it around the way that Zelzabar has, you're going to be able to get, you know, damn near anything you want.
That's true, Richard, and it's showing here tonight, because this handicap match here against Rush and Riggins, 100% brought upon by that maniacal clown known as Zelzabar.
Maniacal clown that's going to be hosting Digital Revolution.
I know, Richard. He's gonna turn our biggest show of the year into a 3-ring circus.
Yes. Riggins switching around behind Corey Tombstone, and a German suplex taking over the HKW champion. Knife edge chop here by Riggins, and on his way back comes Corey Tombstone.
And did you hear as well, Richard, what the stipulation on this matchup was?
No, what's stipulation? Oh,
it's really simple, Richard. It's really simple. If Rush and Riggins lose here tonight at Digital Revolution, they're gonna have to put their HKW tag team titles on the line against Human Death Machine and Tyler Savage.
Are you serious?
That's right, Richard.
That isn't fair. I mean, this is a handicap match.
Right, Richard. Oh, I see now you care. All of a sudden, now that I explain just how important it is in this matchup that Rush and Riggins are able to come away victorious, now you suddenly spring to life. Now suddenly you don't want to be a TWE supporter, Richard.
I've never been a TWE. JD Rush dropping Corey Tombstone, looking for a cover here. 2 and a kick out by the HKW champion Corey Tombstone. And I'm not a TWE sympathizer, supporter. I'm 100% behind HKW.
We'll see, Richard. We'll see when you're sucking up to Corey Tombstone and the rest of these TWE goons after they do everything they can to ruin HKW's Digital Revolution. Just 2 weeks away, Richard. Just 2 weeks away.
JD Rush grabbing a hold of Corey Tombstone. Oh, and a Shining Wizard into the face of Tombstone. Gotta give credit to the HKW Tag Team Champions here. Not being slowed down at all by the numbers game. And into the ring comes Human Death Machine, forcing Rush to relinquish that armbar that he had on Corey Tombstone. Nice drop kick as well by JD Rush. JD Rush and Riggins, such a well-oiled tag team. They've really come together. They've learned the ins and outs of working as a tag team together. And that is showing itself here tonight, holding their own, staying alive against Corey Tombstone, Human Death Machine, and Tyler Savage. I couldn't agree more. And Tombstone off the ropes, dropping down. JD Rush, face first into the canvas, brings Rush back up to his feet, and neckbreaker. Puts him right back down again. Slow and methodical is the attack from TWE. Tag into Human Death Machine, who immediately goes to work. Rights and lefts from JD Rush. Cuts him off. Snapmare takeover. No, kick to the face of Rush. Rush now. Rolled through. Wow. Wow, look at him.
Strength.
What a suplex there by Human Death Machine.
That was nothing but pure strength on the part of Human Death Machine, and you can see the frustration all over the face of Tyler Savage. JD Rush far across the ring. The frequent tags between Team DOA here tonight, Richard.
And a kick out again by JD Rush. Not going to be deterred in this matchup, working his way back up to his feet, grabbing a hold of Human Death Machine, tossing him over. Looking to tag in Tyler Savage, but immediately cut off by Human Death Machine. Scoops up. Oh, and a pile driver to JD Rush. Courtesy of Human Death Machine. Riggins dropped off the apron. Savage and Corey Tombstone looking on as Human Death Machine continues to go to work here. on JD Rush, tag into Tyler Savage.
What are they doing, Richard? Look at this! Whoa! A hurricanrana into a power bomb courtesy of Tyler Savage. That was almost it, Richard. That was almost it right there. And if they have that kind of teamwork, if they can keep that up, then not only will they have a good chance of winning this.
Pele!
They have a good chance of winning this matchup, but also going on to challenge Russian Riggins at Digital Revolution.
Look, I have no doubt that Human Death Machine and Tyler Savage be a great competition for the HKW Tag Team Championships, but the fact of the matter remains, Rush and Riggins don't deserve to be in this handicap match here tonight. And look at this! JD Rush going flying, launching himself over the top rope and into the face of Tyler Savage far below. Incredible athletic display by one half of the HKW Tag Team Champions, JD Rush, but Richard Rush has been out there for a long time, way too long. He needs to make the tag into John Riggins. He needs to stop trying to be a one-man band here tonight, Richard. He has been out there for quite a while now, being rolled back into the ring. Tyler Savage giving chase, and JD Rush able to tag in Riggins. Here comes Riggins, immediately gets cut off by Savage.
It was a nice thought on the part of Riggins, but the numbers, Richard, these men from DOA have managed to keep themselves fresh all through this matchup. They've pretty much taken JD Rush out of this contest completely. I applaud the effort of the tag team champions, but let's face it, Richard, DOA is just going to be too much here tonight for them to handle.
And now the 3-on-1 assault. Tyler Savage holding up Riggins, gonna get a little help from Tombstone, and Human Death Machine, triple powerbomb, putting down Riggins. Here's the cover. Wait, JD Rush back into the ring and able to break up the 3 count. Nice move on the part of JD Rush, saving his tag team partner there.
I can't believe he got there in time, Richard. I absolutely thought that JD Rush was out of this matchup, but here they are, the HKW Tag Team Champions, trying to rally here in the 10th inning, the 13th hour.
Human Death Machine with Riggins on the ropes, picks him up and draping the body of Riggins across that top rope, tag in to Tyler Savage now.
It's been fresh tags between these DOA members all night, Richard, just wearing down the 2-man team of Rush and Riggins. They may be free agents, but they can't get away from the numbers game, Richard.
Well, Tyler Savage now being held there by JD Rush and Riggins. Riggins climbing up to the top rope. Referee holding back DOA. There's no more holding back. Tombstone coming in, but he can't get there in time. Riggins going coast to coast into the face of Tyler Savage. Oh, here's Corey Tombstone. Corey Tombstone, not the legal man.
He's not even supposed to be in there, Richard. The referee needs to do something about this.
What do you
referee
expect?
needs to try and gain back a measure of control.
What do you expect the referee to do? I mean, if the tag team champions can't hold back Corey Tombstone, Human Death Machine, and Tyler Savage, I don't know what you expect this referee to do about it.
Savage now rolling Riggins back inside the ring, and here comes JD Rush.
I guess Rush can do something about it. JD Rush cutting off the attack by Tyler Savage. Another shot in the face said Tyler Savage, and get off the ropes with the blockbuster, giving Riggins enough time to get back onto his feet. Here comes Riggins. No! Shot into the face. And Riggins dropped down by Savage, covered down by Tyler Savage. 1, 2, and again, JD Rush making the save.
Why do you keep talking over me? I have more important things to say than you. Alright, talk.
And Riggins! Clothesline taking down Savage. DOA reaching out for the tag, but immediately cut off. Ooh! Right hand into the face of Riggins. Kick to the midsection. Oh, a DDT!
That's gotta be it, Richard. 1, 2, clothesline taking JD Rush over the top rope. That's gonna do it, Richard.
Alright, well, you know what that means. That means coming up at Digital Revolution, Human Death Machine and Tyler Savage gonna get their shot. HKW Tag Team Championships against JD Rush and John Riggins. I guess congratulations to DOA.
Congratulations to DOA. Seriously, Richard, you say that, but you're not willing to congratulate Michael Stars, Minor, JMAX, CJ, Mundo, and King Dominator on a daily basis. What's wrong with you, Richard?
Oh, come on. More HKW Friday Night Rampage still to come.
I've seen some souls be friendly. I've seen some feet get loose. I've had some people in my life who know just what it do. I try to look for goodness even when I see bad. I've seen some souls be friendly. I've seen some feet get loose. I've had some people in my life who know just what it do. I try to look for goodness even when I see bad.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I have personally been looking forward to this match all night.
Heck yeah.
It is for the Extreme Ultraviolet Hardcore Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the generation from New York, weighing in at 224 pounds.
That's right, Richard. It is time. HKW Chaos Championship is about to be on the line.
And our first combatant already heading into the ring. He is one half of the legendary Guardian, a man who has held every single title belt, one of the very few Grand Slam champions we have here in HKW, Aaron Air Bronson.
That's right, Richard, and let's not forget that coming up at HKW's Digital Revolution for Aaron Bronson, going to be getting his opportunity at the ultimate opportunity.
And introducing the challenger from London, England, weighing in at 223 pounds, Christian Wright.
Well, that's absolutely right. Christian Wright heading into the ring. The Miracle Man getting his shot at the Chaos Championship as well here tonight.
Yeah, but he doesn't deserve it, Richard. This is a man who turned his back on the HKW and his own best friend to join TWE.
Yeah, I thought you were pretty happy to watch him smash
Daniel Roberts through a table. That's just because I think Daniel Roberts is a moron.
Oh, okay.
However, you know who isn't a moron? You know who is a wonderful champion, a great man, a role model for the ages. This man right here, JMAX, Joshua Maximinius. Great job, JMAX. The glad hand. Show him how it's done tonight, Richard. You should be on your feet. You should be applauding.
No, you should be sitting down, trying to be.
You're gonna kill him tonight, JMAX. I believe in you. That Donald believes in you.
Well, I'm glad that you believe in JMAX. Nevertheless, here tonight, HKW Chaos Championship about to be on the line, and that means anything goes here tonight.
That's right, the rules are very simple, Richard. There are no rules, and that is just the way that JMAX likes it.
Well, that's what it's all about right there. The HKW Chaos Championship being held high above our official. These three combatants all ready to go here in this contest, and it is underway. JMAX and Christian Wright immediately going to blows. Aaron Bronson spinning JMAX around. DDT, the HKW Chaos Champion.
You know what, Richard? In all reality, what should be happening here is JMAX should be able to just roll outside of the ring and let these two idiots, these two morons, fight it out to figure out who is deserving of getting a shot at JMAX. But JMAX isn't afraid to put the title on the line against both of them at once, because he knows that there is not a man, woman, or child here tonight or anywhere in the world that can take the HKW Championship away from him.
Child?
Richard, I've seen some amazing child prodigies.
Into the ring comes Aaron Bronson. Shots to the back of the Miracle Man, Christian Wright, before turning his attention back to JMAX. Russian leg sweep, dropping down the HKW Chaos Champion. Here comes Bronson. No, cut off by Christian Wright.
You know, Aaron Bronson should do the smart thing. He should head outside the ring. He should try to find a ladder. Because if he had a ladder, then, you know, I can only imagine the kind of shenanigans he could get into. That is why I am so excited to see the 6-man Ultimate Opportunity ladder match coming up in 2 weeks at Digital Revolution. Covered now by Bronson, only picking up a 1. Look, JMAX has the ladder.
That's what I was just trying to tell you.
No, Richard, that's what I was trying to tell you. Try and pay closer attention. Christian Wright, another illegal power bomb to my good friend JMAX. This referee just going to allow it.
Well, it's not illegal, and 2, there's no disqualification in this match. What would you expect the referee to do about it?
The referee should probably grab a chair or something. Go ahead, hit Christian once or twice in the head just to help JMAX out, re-even the odds. That's all I'm saying, Richard.
That's not the job of a referee at all. Oh, look at that, JMAX driving a shoulder into the gut of Aaron Bronson goes sprawling out to the floor, far away from Christian Wright. Smart move on the part of JMAX.
And the smartest commentary thing you have ever said, Richard, because there is only one man who's walking out of here tonight as the HKW Chaos Champion, and that is JMAX.
Alright, well, hard shot there by Christian Wright, coming around with the kendo stick, and now going to work on the HKW Chaos Champion, JMAX.
Nope. Wrong again, Richard. JMAX turning it around, smashing the brainless head of Christian Wright into that turnbuckle post before showing Aaron Bronson just how much better he would be in a ultimate opportunity ladder match than Bronson could ever be.
Another shot there into the gut of Christian Wright. So far, JMAX doing a good job of dividing his attention between these opponents. Let me ask you, we saw this past Wednesday, JMAX and Mike James getting into it backstage. What's your take on that?
What's my take on that? It's real simple, Richard. Michael James is craving attention, and I know personally that JMAX has no problem facing Michael James for the Chaos Championship, and you can bet that at Digital Revolution, JMAX will have no problem putting the gold on the line just so he can bloody the face of that idiot Michael James.
Christian Wright almost coming away with a 3 count there and dropping the lid across the throat of JMAX. Cover now on JMAX 2 and a kick out by JMAX. Pair of near falls there for Christian Wright, perhaps putting the title reign of JMAX in jeopardy.
Richard, there's nothing that could put the title reign of JMAX in jeopardy. He is the most savage, hardcore wrestler that we have ever had here in the HKW, and you need to try and show him some respect.
Aaron Bronson trying to get a cover here on Christian Wright. JMAX not going to let it happen. Repeated shots into the back of Bronson. Now Irish whipped hard into the corner. JMAX going to grab a hold of that ladder again.
JMAX, you can't even imagine. You can't even imagine the kind of things that go through the mind of JMAX. He's such an innovative superstar. Look at that move. Have you ever seen anyone pull off a move like that, Richard?
Yeah,
Wrong again, Richard. No one could pull off a move like that but JMAX. And now JMAX just mocking Aaron Bronson up on top of that ladder.
Christian,
dive on top of
Christian Wright pulling the ladder out from underneath. JMAX cover here and another near fall for Christian Wright as JMAX coming down hard off the top of that ladder.
It should never be allowed, Richard. JMAX is a national treasure. He's a better man than Christian Wright will ever be. You know, Christian Wright is as stupid as Daniel Roberts. They're both from England, Richard.
It has nothing to do with anything. Christian Wright diving into the face of JMAX, tosses Aaron Bronson up into the corner. And now DDT from Christian Wright. And this could be Christian Wright's moment.
Don't say those ugly things, Richard. JMAX is going to rally. He's going to come back, and he's going to find victory here tonight as only he can, Richard.
Oh, Aaron Bronson whipped hard into the steel steps courtesy of the Miracle Man, Christian Wright. Here comes the HKW Chaos Champion.
This is brutal.
We just have a war here between these 3 men tonight over the HKW Chaos title.
No, Richard, he can't do that move. That can't be allowed. We need to stop this whole matchup. We need to stop it right now.
No, we're not going to stop this matchup.
Why not? JMAX is out there. He's getting hit with twists of fate and being tossed off of ladders. How are you going to expect him to make it to Digital Revolution, Richard?
JMAX looks fine. He knows what he signed up for. He's no stranger to these HKW Chaos Championship matches, as you pointed out.
Richard, I know what I said. You don't have to try and use my words and twist them around like some kind of word twister.
JMAX has a hold of that ladder, propping it up against those ring ropes. Christian Wright trying to decide whether or not he wants to go after the HKW Chaos Champion instead. going to roll out to the floor, taking a peek underneath as Aaron Bronson and JMAX continue to battle on the outside. Aaron Bronson should do the right thing right now. He should drop this idiot Christian Wright. Help JMAX retain the HKW Chaos Championship. That would be the elite thing to do. That would be the right thing to do, Richard. You have to be kidding me. I mean, Aaron Bronson wants to be the HKW Chaos Champion just as much as Christian Wright or JMAX do in this matchup.
I'm not saying it's the easy thing. I'm saying it's the right thing because we all know that this world in these rough times needs a true champion like JMAX to get behind, to support, to love. Richard,
you're ridiculous. Well, JMAX taking a long look at Christian Wright before heading back inside the ring, turning his attention back to Aaron Bronson. Get him! A stiff knee into the gut. JMAX waiting for Bronson to get back to his feet. He does. DDT to Aaron.
It's over,
Bronson.
Richard.
Christian Wright heading back inside the ring. Here's JMAX.
He needs to stay out of here.
Shot to the face of JMAX. No, JMAX. Slipping around the back on Christian Wright, rolls him through. Double DDT to Christian Wright.
Call it, Richard. It is over. How? Richard, he cheated. He cheated right there, clear as day. Richard, this referee clearly in cahoots with TWA. I don't know how you're allowing this kind of thing to happen.
Stiff shot from JMAX with the ladder into the face of Aaron Bronson, and now JMAX climbing up on top of that ladder, taking a long look far below, elbow drop into the back of Christian Wright. Aaron Bronson back up to his feet. He's got hold of that ladder and gonna break up the pinfall from JMAX.
Aaron Bronson needs to take himself out of this match and look forward to his ultimate opportunity match, Richard. JMAX, yes, lock him in. He's got him, Richard. He's got Christian Wright locked in.
Christian Wright locked in that STO. That's gonna do it. Christian Wright forced to tap out here. HKW Chaos Champion JMAX.
I am so proud of JMAX. He worked so hard to be a wonderful role model and Chaos Champion for each and every one of us. He proved it right here tonight. Absolutely decimating Aaron Bronson and Christian Wright. There is no other man who could possibly hold the mantle of Chaos Championship the way that JMAX does.
If you're done praising JMAX, I just have one question for you.
What's that?
What's going to happen when JMAX takes on Mike James coming up at Digital Revolution 4 for the HKW Chaos Championship?
Richard, you need to stop that ugly kind of talk. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that JMAX is still the HKW Chaos Champion.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back. And coming up next, the Outlaw goes one-on-one with Michael James. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of weeks ago, we saw a bit of an implosion when it came to the Brotherhood. Michael James turning his back on his former tag team partner, the Outlaw.
Weighing in at 266 pounds, Michael James.
Yeah, and why again, Richard? Why did he choose to do that? Let's not forget it's because of the brilliance of Michael Scars Minor, telling all the members of the Brotherhood that they would have to fight it out all for a chance at the HKW World Heavyweight Championship coming up at Digital Revolution. You know, I can't even deny it anymore. It was clearly a good plan that worked to great effect as the Outlaw, with nobody to back him out here, he once again rides the roads alone, the one-man army, heading down to the ring tonight to take on Michael James. Can't believe at one point these two men, they rode the roads together. They were tag team champions together. That may be true, Richard, but no longer, because the Outlaw was selfish, okay? The Outlaw was selfish. He only cared about himself and himself winning the HKW's World Heavyweight Championship. How is that any different than what Michael James did? Michael James is an entrepreneur. He strove out on his own. He tried to do the right thing for himself and was held down at every turn by the Outlaw. The Outlaw has been deserving of a one-on-one championship match for quite some time. He's beaten Michael Scars Minor on a number of occasions. And I can't wait to see these two men collide in a last man standing match coming up at Digital Revolution 4. Well, that's exactly what you're going to see. You're going to see Michael Scars Minor knock out the Outlaw for a full 10 count coming up on April 12th. You have that to look forward to, Richard. That wasn't exactly what I meant. Richard, it doesn't matter what you meant. That is what is going to happen. Outlaw taken down, wrist lock by Michael James, who backs up the one-man army into the corner. Looking for possibly a superplex there, but Outlaw fighting his way out of the corner. Michael James tripping up the Envoy of Justice, who works slowly to get back to his feet as James continues this assault, twisting neckbreaker to the Outlaw off of the ropes. Impressive moves by Michael James. Maybe he should have been the one to have won that opportunity. Oh yes, Richard, here we go. It is your World Heavyweight Champion, Michael Scars Minor. Well, I don't see Minor, but Outlaw doesn't see Mike James. Oh! The C-Virus! C-Virus to the Outlaw. That's going to do it. Michael James going to pick up the victory. Michael James taking advantage of the distraction by Michael Scars Minor. Brilliant move on the part of Mike James. Like I said, Richard, this man much more deserving of a title opportunity against Michael Scars Minor than the Outlaw ever was. And I just applaud every time that I see Michael James destroy the Outlaw.
I've seen some souls be friendly. I've seen some feet get loose. I've had some people in my life who know just what it do. I try to look for goodness even when I see bad. I've seen some souls be friendly. I've seen some feet get loose. I've had some people in my life who know just what it do. I try to look for goodness even when I see bad.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are getting set for our main event of the evening.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the
Buchanan heading down to the ring, being joined out here tonight by the woman who will challenge Despair in a Royal Room Brawl for the HKW Internet Championship coming up April 12th at Digital Revolution 4, the Dragon Queen. Meanwhile, Blake Buchanan going to get his hands on one of the two men who he will be contending with coming up at Digital Revolution when both his TWE Championship and the TWE World Heavyweight Championship are both on the line in a TWE Undisputed Unification match.
234 pounds, Lord Daniel Roberts.
And what do you think's gonna happen here tonight, Richard? Daniel Roberts going one-on-one with Blake Buchanan. Daniel Roberts is going to get utterly obliterated. I mean, let's face it, Richard, this little spot monkey can't hold up to the immeasurable strength of Blake Buchanan.
Well, Blake Buchanan is one of the toughest guys, one of the strongest guys on the TWE roster. He shows that each and every time that he gets in the ring. But Daniel Roberts, a former HKW World Heavyweight Champion himself, the 2020 King of the Wasteland, and now the man who looks to become the first ever TWE Undisputed Champion.
No time to talk about Digital Revolution right now, Richard. This matchup is underway. Daniel Roberts tripping Blake Buchanan.
Have a Blake going around the back on Daniel. Daniel answering around with a standing switch of his own. Blake throwing elbows back into the face of Daniel Roberts, looking for a knee. Daniel gonna back it up and European uppercut.
Ricks it, uppercut.
And a drop kick into the face of Blake Buchanan.
You have to start calling these moves correctly, Richard. This is a worldwide market that we broadcast to, and let's face it, Daniel Roberts, he's from England, okay? And the Europeans want nothing to do with them. Hell, Great Britain wants nothing to do with this loser, Daniel Roberts.
It's not even close to accurate, okay? Daniel Roberts, he's a national treasure for his country. He's been knighted by the Queen.
And what do you think the Queen has to say about one of her knights usurping her decision-making process and now calling himself a king, Richard?
I would think that the Queen is very proud of Daniel Roberts and his accomplishments, becoming the 2020 King of the Wasteland, overcoming 15 other incredibly talented superstars, and getting to challenge Blake Buchanan and Christopher Chaos coming up at Digital Revolution for that TWE Undisputed Championship.
It shows what you know, Richard. That shows what you know.
Daniel Roberts going to toss Buchanan back inside the ring now, giving chase and looking for a possible cutter, but Buchanan cutting off the efforts of the British badass clothesline, taking out Daniel Roberts.
And look at the way that Blake Buchanan slows the match down to a methodical pace, one that suits him, Richard. This is a man who knows every inch of that ring. He knows how to immobilize people. He knows how to inflict massive amounts of pain on people's bodies, and that is exactly what he's doing to Daniel Roberts here tonight.
Daniel Roberts is incredibly talented, as I mentioned. He's taken it to every superstar that we've seen here in the HKW. We've seen him take it to Blake Buchanan.
That's not what we're seeing here tonight, Richard. Blake Buchanan with a big headbutt into the face of the British buffoon, Daniel Roberts.
Big super kick there from Roberts, dropping down Buchanan. Now Roberts going to mount the top rope. Has Buchanan in his sights. Here we go, twisting and dropping down to the chest of Blake Buchanan. Phoenix Splash, cover one, and a kick out by the TWE champion, Blake Buchanan.
And what do you think Christopher Chaos would have to say about this, Richard? You know he has to be in the back with his beady little elite eyes on the title of Blake Buchanan.
Well, I don't know about on the title, but if I was Christopher Chaos, I'd be paying attention to this matchup. I'd be watching the ins and outs between two of my opponents coming up at Digital Revolution.
Yeah, Richard, you know what that's called? That's called cheating. I'm not surprised at all that you would take part in a cheating enterprise just like Christopher Chaos or Daniel Roberts. You know, at a rate like this, Richard, if it wasn't for Scars Enterprises, I might just have to start becoming a Blake Buchanan fan with the way that you want to cheat him out of the TWE Undisputed Championship.
What do you mean cheat him out of the championship?
I mean, Richard, that if you are going to cheer for someone, then they should be someone who's able to win honorably, not in some flippy-dippy way like Daniel Roberts, not using illegal elite moves like Christopher Chaos. At least Blake Buchanan, when he gets in the ring, is able to contend with guys like Daniel Roberts or Christopher Chaos like a real man. You have to be joking. No, Richard, I don't joke about such things. And neither does Blake Buchanan, which is why he's taking it to Daniel Roberts right here tonight.
Kick out there by Daniel Roberts. Only two for Blake Buchanan. Goes back to work with the boots into the chest of Roberts. And I'll give it to you. For the most part, Buchanan has been an incredible amount of control throughout this contest, dominating the British badass. Daniel Roberts has him packaged up, and Buster bringing him down.
This is what I'm saying, Richard.
Cover now by Blake Buchanan. 1, 2. Oh, only 2 count.
Very
Daniel
close.
Roberts just barely getting the shoulder up there.
Way too close, Richard. But this is exactly what I'm saying. Look, Daniel Roberts, he can be incredible in the ring when he's in there with somebody that's his own size. But let's face it, Richard, his flippy-dippy style will never be able to outmatch the power of a Blake Buchanan or a Christopher Chaos. Daniel Roberts is at an all-time disadvantage heading into Digital Revolution.
And Blake Buchanan dropping down Roberts a second time with that cradle buster.
Ooh, ruthless, Richard.
And going to work on the collarbone.
Just
Just
ruthless.
heard a snap there, Roberts.
1, 2, 3.
That's gonna do it. Blake
knew it,
Buchanan
Richard.
picking up the victory here tonight over Daniel Roberts.
I knew this was going to happen, Richard. I told you, when are you going to start to learn to listen to me? Alright, Daniel Roberts is a fine athlete. He was a champion, sure, but there is no way that he can stand up to a man as powerful and as strong as Blake Buchanan. I mean, honestly, it would take like a King Dominator or a JMAX or a CJ Mundo or a Michael Scars Minor to accomplish something like that.
You're giving me a headache here. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Blake Buchanan picking up the win. Wait, there's Chaos! There's Christopher Chaos into the ring going after Blake Buchanan!
It is on, Richard. It is on. Into the ring comes Dragon Queen, trying to separate Christopher Chaos from Blake Buchanan. I appreciate the effort that Dragon Queen is trying to make, but there is nothing that is going to keep Christopher Chaos away from Blake Buchanan here tonight.
You may be right, but Dragon Queen certainly trying to slow down this attack. And now here comes Blake Buchanan, shot to the midsection and gets caught. Oh! Dragon Queen nailing Christopher Chaos with a knee from behind. Oh! Facebuster taking down Christopher Chaos. Dragon Queen taking it to the TWE World Heavyweight Champion. Oh!
This is insane, Richard.
Whoa! The lights are out!
That can only mean there he is, Richard. It's despair.
It's despair. It's despair. Choke slam to the Dragon Queen.
Choke slam. Incredible. He is broken down here, Richard. It is absolute pandemonium.
Dragon Queen taking Despair down with the head scissor. Christopher Chaos doing battle with Blake Buchanan.
I can't even keep eyes on everything.
You're not kidding. It is wild here tonight. HKW Rampage Dragon Queen goes flying. This is nuts.
Despair not going to be worried about the supposed hunt that Dragon Queen went on. She may have made a mistake attacking him this past Wednesday.
Despair take up on now. Christopher Chaos backing Blake Buchanan up into the corner. Buchanan shot into the face of Chaos. Motion leg sweep. Ooh. That was Chaos being dropped down hard onto the back of his head. Now Blake Buchanan coming out to try and give some aid to the Dragon Queen, but there is none to be at Dragon Queen.
That was Dragon Queen just slamming the head of Despair into that steel post. Dragon Queen and Despair. I can't wait to see these two collide inside of that boiler room brawl coming up at Digital Revolution. Oh!
Despair dropping Dragon Queen through that announce table. Here comes Blake Buchanan, dropping Despair onto his knees. Fans here tonight chanting, "This is awesome, 100% agree, this is crazy, this is insane."
And awesome, Richard, listen to the people.
Despair slam face first into the steel post. Blake Buchanan giving chase to the HKW Internet Champion, who cuts him off, tossing him inside the ring. Despair behind Buchanan, German suplex.
This guy, Despair, is absolutely insane.
This whole night is insane. Are you kidding me? Slap to the face of Despair from Buchanan and the TWA Champion, dropping the HKW Internet Champion hard onto the back of his head.
This is insane. Despair never should have come out here to attack that poor Dragon Queen.
What? And now Blake Buchanan taking a peek underneath the ring. He's got a steel chair. Oh! Steel chair into the head of Despair. Avoids the contact. Knocks the chair out of Blake Buchanan's hand. German suplex onto the chair.
This is so violent, so vicious, Richard. Is this what's gonna happen coming up at Digital Revolution?
Yeah, you can bet it is. Despair there, jumping off the knee of Blake Buchanan, nailing him with a Shining Wizard. Kick to the gut of Buchanan, arms hook Buchanan. Up onto the shoulder, and Despair brought down with that twisting neck breaker. Despair laying out Team TWE here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for.
That's right, Richard. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember to hit that like button, hit subscribe. And until next week, I've been Donald Cash.
And I have been Richard G. Mayer. Good night, everybody. Wow, what a night.
You're not kidding.